Sorry, guys, that's the fastest I can react. Just like last time. I wake up, I check Twitter, I see what's happening, I roll out of bed, I start the stream, I wash my face, I'm here now. No food, no water, let's go. How are we doing? Alright. How bad is it? Pretty bad, but I just heard too. This looks worse than ours. This account has a lot of footage. They're looting the interior too. It's insane. Of course they are. They're thugs. Was there Congress in session? No? Well then what in the ever-loving shit are they trying to do here? January 6th was about stopping the ratification of the votes. That was the point of Jan 6. What the f is this? Empty building? They here to tear the copper wiring out of the walls? What the f are these people here for? Yeah, Lula has already taken office. Lula's already in charge. Jesus Christ, it's like an off-brand January 6th. With a lot of people, though. And guns, apparently. At least the American Jan 6ers didn't crack off a few shots in the air. Probably because if they did, the noise would have automatically activated the Washington, D.C. blade mower system. Like a sprinkler that emerges from the grass outside the Capitol building, except it shoots razor blades instead of droplets of water. Supporters of Brazilian far-right ex-president Jair Bolsonaro have stormed Congress and police have used tear gas in an attempt to repel them. Jesus, that's a lot of people. The dramatic scenes came a week after left-wing veteran Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva inauguration. Supporters of Mr. Bolsonaro, who refused to accept he lost the election. Keep in mind that in this instance, Bolsonaro accepted the results of the election. Unlike Donald Trump, who privately acknowledged that he lost but publicly denied it, Bolsonaro never actually contested the results of the election. He fled. He's in Florida right now. He's currently deep-throating one of those awful Cheeto dust deep-fried KFC chicken sandwiches. That, like, you know, I'm sure Bolsonaro has in some way contributed to the conditions that led to this event, but I think the character of this is a lot different. January 6th was an active coup attempt. Is this just cope? Is this just mad cause mad cause mad? Like, if it's an empty building, the only thing this can accomplish is property damage and theft. This is just mad cause mad cause mad. It's a cope riot. Despite all my rage, Lula da Silva's of advanced age, because he's old, you get it? Did this just happen? Bishop Bling in YouTube chat, this is definitely happening. Vaush, Bolsonaro definitely questioned the election results post his official statement. Yeah, he did the whole like hinting at like fraud or whatever, but he hasn't done this Donald Trump like infinite runabout of like a full on like it's all fake, it's all fake. Stinkle's being useful for once, confirming Lula was evacuated from his prior residence. Hinkle doing journalism? No way. The residence of the president of Brazil has been captured by supporters by the former head of state. Lula has been evacuated to a secure location. Earlier today, the building of the federal Supreme Court was taken over in Brazil. Okay, so wait, it's both buildings? It's not just their Capitol building, it's also... So wait, it's all three locations? The residence of Lula, the Congress building, and the Supreme Court building? They hit all three buildings of the federal... Yes? Jesus Christ. I assume if Congress wasn't in session, then the court wasn't either, and Lula wasn't there. Thankfully, because Lula, you know, presidents don't really have an in session. It's one guy. He could have been there. They just had no guards. They're like not even a mile apart. Well, that's the case in DC as well. This threat explains what's happening. I love it when I get told what's happening. Bolsonarista terrorists broke down the police barrier and invaded the Congress ramp and threatened to occupy the chamber in the Senate. The Minister of Justice, Flavio Dino, announced he is allowing the use of all federal forces. Oh, shit. When is this? 1 hour, 20 minutes ago? What? Yeah, our our Minister of Defense has hit the red button. He is allowing use of all activities against the Bolsonarista invaders. I guess they don't really see much of a point in doing an active clear of this area because there's nobody here. How hard would it be to take over a state? How loyal is the army? Unfortunately, Brazil does not have the robust democratic institutions we have. There are plenty of institutions in Brazil who would probably jump at the chance to see Lula ousted undemocratically. I do not think their military is anywhere near as sturdy as ours is in that respect. They were a military dictatorship pretty recently. I did wipe, just got to put them in the wash. They look wonderful, but Brazilian military always had a very coopy history. I know you're supposed to say cooey, but that sounds so weird. Biden did say he'd be supporting Lula, yeah? Yes. We'll see how this plays out. I did not realize audio was playing that entire time. I'm so sorry. Nobody in chat told me, so it must not have been too much of an issue. Damn, dog. At least Brazil had a guy willing to use tear gas. Do we even get tear gas from our guys? We did? Okay, but did we have a really cool, giant spray can like this? Our guy shot once. Oh, you're right! We shot Ashley Babbitt. I'm sorry, my apologies. I'm having an I just rolled out of bed 10 minutes ago moment. During the MLK marches, they deployed 50 cal Brownings on the Capitol steps. We could do better. Yeah, can we get a photo of that? Hold on. They have like a photo of the shit they set up, man. I feel like anytime, if you want to go back in history and take a look at some of the most fortified a city's ever been, it's when they hear more than 2 black people will be there at the same time. I'm sure there's a good photo of there out there somewhere. The cops are taking photos of the rioters right now. Hey, dude, what's up? Thanks, guys. Saving democracy. It's so reassuring to know that no matter what part of the world you're in, police are still police. Here's a pic. Dude, this is during the... Yeah, after being ordered in the city by Lyndon Johnson. Oh, this was after the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. MLK got assassinated, and they were like, okay, how many tanks can we line up, like, next to each other? On the steps of the Capitol, you know? Like, hypothetically, how many... Could we form a solid wall of tanks surrounding the entire building? Yes, we could. That's not a 50, that's 780-62. Yeah, well, I was just reading chat. Military police accompanying the Bolsonarista insurrection on the way to the Three Powers Plaza in Brasilia. God damn, dude. This is like a full-on escort. Walkable cities. You joke, but Brasilia is probably the least walkable city in human history. Brasilia is their, like, planned city fascist capital. This does make sense, though. If you'll remember, the military police were used to block roads during the voting day in Brazil. Do you recall? They were like, we're really concerned about drunk drivers and flat tires right now, sir. And they had, like, military trucks on the road to hold things up so the poor people couldn't vote for Lula. They're screaming God, fatherland, family, and freedom. Nice. Vaush mean not all modernism is automatically fascism. Yeah, I'm not calling Brasilia fascist because of the modernism. I'm calling it fascist because of the Brasilia part. Vaush, what did you suggest to deal with the tank line headed to Kiev in February? I don't remember. You know, I don't remember either. Policeman arrives on horseback in the direction. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Yeah, I can't believe there was one good cop and they beat the shit out of him. Actually, I can. Oh, Grunga, is that true? I thought for sure. Oh, okay. What? Bolsonaro supporters have run entry to Brazil's Congress. Report Lula has been airlifted. I run away like a coward. I'm pretty sure if you take away the scuffed translation, this actually says he ran away like a coward. I suppose Lula was just supposed to wait in his office like a Dark Souls boss waiting for the protesters to storm the place. Like every time a Bolsonarista can enter, he can do like the cutscene and stuff and slowly rise up.
Aí ali do STF, vim pra cá, ó. Muita bomba. Aqui na Praça dos Três Poderes, em frente ao Palácio do Planalto.
Yeah, they're pissed off because right now Bolsonaro's office is doing that Dark Souls 1 thing where there's a fog wall but no boss at the other end, so they're confused. They see the trimming on the office doorway and they're like, "Oh shit." And they sprint through the fog wall and it's just and they're just on the other side.
A polícia tenta dispersar, mas é muita gente. Não sei se vocês conseguem ver. Tem gente lá dentro do Palácio do Planalto. Não tem condições de qualquer servidor público trabalhar amanhã.
People just having fun back there, I guess.
Veja, tanto de gás aqui, ó. Tá branco pra cacete, tá difícil de respirar. Caralho. Gente, sair ali do STF.
That is a massive courtyard. QAnon shaman moment.
Quer saber, liga o botão aqui. Eu tô substituindo.
É com novo dinheiro! Esse aqui é ladrão.
Espia aí, ó.
Every time I see these, and I can say this because they're white, every time I see these pasty dough-ass motherfuckers doing a Capitol storming and you see these pieces of shit wandering around the government buildings, I am immediately reminded of the most racist scenes from The Birth of a Nation, when you have, like, the elected black officials, and it's like, oh, wow, black people shouldn't be in here. Because I swear to God, dude, these people traipse around like chimps. It's like these beautiful, like, national buildings, and you have a bunch of, like, cons, just like fascist hogs, screeching and running around, looking like morons. And the irony is so salient because you know these guys are racist themselves. All Bolsonaristas are racist. You can say this. All Trump supporters are racist. All Bolsonaristas are racist, fully and entirely. You know these guys are entering the Capitol building thinking, ah, yes, finally, the light of civilization has been restored to my glorious and, like, meanwhile, they're literally like a gunted out fat hog just dragging their skid marks across they're like the dogs who wipe their asses on the carpet by shuffling their butt along. Like, we are the master race. Literally playing in the Senate like children, you're not wrong. Well, we're watching this video.
Espia aí onde é que nós tá, espia aí.
You're not wrong. Bolsonaro supporters are deeply evangelical and hate the native population. Christianity managed to Brazil and a lot of Latin America more than it did like regular this place, America. The racial politics in Brazil are too complicated for me to fully grasp, but as far as I can understand it, as the bad guys are, as ever, white Christian evangelicals who are very racist. North America? No. Real America. God's America. Red, white, and blue America. Spends $2 trillion a year on the military America. No, healthcare America. America. That's the America I'm talking about. Not North America. America. The light of civilization has been restored to Brasilia. We are the master race. Evangelists destroy voodoo shrines in Brazil, Vaush? Yeah, because they know the indigenous population is going to curse their asses in the afterlife. They have to destroy that shit while they're still around. Hold your phone straight. You think these people have the blood sugar necessary to hold a phone straight? Come on. These are Bolsonaristas here. I gotta say, out of the past 3 coup attempts on an American government, this is by far the most retarded one. Yeah, they just did all this while everyone was out, I guess? Supporters of Mr. Bolsonaro, who refused to accept that he lost the election, broke the barriers and entered the building, the capital, Brasilia. Protesters smashed windows in the building, had been camping nearby. They'd been camping nearby. Okay, so I don't have as much foreknowledge in this as I did with Jan 6, but I guess this was literally like a record store was going to get a drop in a new album and they wanted to be the first to get it or something. Like, they're literally just like, dude, yeah, I've been a fan for like 12 years, man. I've been a fan of fascism for like ages, bro. Just camped out all around Brasilia. So I'm guessing, like, even if today had been a day that they would have been in session in Congress, I'm guessing that they would have had everyone evacuated just fine. Like they would have known. Like, this was a deliberate choice to like honey trap them, you know? Because if you guys think about it, like, the main issue with January 6th in America wasn't that it happened. It was that the pussy liberals in our country did not use it as an excuse to bring the hammer down on the GOP. Like, Jan 6 was a coup attempt that led to no assassinated officials, didn't stop the ratification of the votes, and it failed. It just failed. Think of how big of an optics win that would have been for Democrats if they'd actually, you know, capitalized on it. Maybe the Brazilian government, maybe Lula, will be more willing to go like, hey, isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy how all these Bolsonaro fans just trashed like all the major buildings in our government? Isn't that crazy? Dude, wow. Lula's hand is hovering over a red button. Dude, isn't that wild? They were camping in front of Army bases headquarters in Brasilia asking for a coup. They've been doing that for almost 3 months now. Every time saying, wait 72 more hours and a coup will happen. They've been camped outside military bases asking the army to do a coup, like, directly. Like, not even through having connections, but just, like, being outside of the army base asking, hey, can we have a coup, please? Yes? Wow. This is so Brazilian. This is incredible. Oh my God, Brazilians are so social that they'll face-to-face that shit too. Oh my God. Holy shit, that's funny. Jesus H. Christ. We are the master race. Meow. No, Papa. I'm sorry. The army's intervening. Yo! Is that a goddamn big metal vehicle? Hell yeah. What are you gonna do, big metal vehicle? Metal Gear. Oh, shit. The army manages to keep some of the Bolsonarist vandals away from the Supreme Court. Okay, so some of the army are protecting this? Interesting. Which side is the tank on? Well, according to this, it's on Lula's side. They smashing up everything? No! Not the foosball table.
Muito gás, muita fumaça.
You can really do a lot of people watching these vids. This guy right here is like dry heaving. We are the master race. Most of them ain't doing much to hide their faces, are they? Yeah, I don't want to generalize too much. I'm going to assume that Brazil is not as capable of prosecution within its borders based on like very brief images of a person's face as Americans you know, feds are. Like America's at the point where if you're caught on a grainy security cam doing something wrong, there can be like pretty like close to HD photos of your face all over the internet within a couple minutes, and the feds are magic. I don't know what their deal is in terms of like how good a shot they have at tracking people down. People tag the FBI. Yeah, we have people tagging the FBI on Twitter. Lula is currently on an official trip to Sao Paulo. Oh, wait! Wait, the person who tweeted Lula ran like a coward, he didn't even leave because of the coup attempt? He's literally just doing work out of the capital? He's not even home! Nobody's there! I would like to believe that the Bolsonaristas legitimately did not know that all 3 offices of federal power would be empty, and they are confused as hell right now. Meanwhile, Bolsonaro's in Orlando getting diarrhea. Yeah, we are the master. But yeah, right now, Lula just is checking his phone intermittently during his trip to Sao Paulo. You know, he's like, okay, gotta clean up a mess when I get home. Bolsonaro is having runny burn shits. Who would have guessed the person who made fun of a president for running away from violent rioters would also be retarded? Most curious. A most intriguing puzzle, this one. Thank you. Order coffee? No, that's okay. I'll live. I dapped me up, by which I mean I took my prescribed Adderall dose from my doctor. Bolsonaro was a military guy, yet his supporters seem to be incapable of planning shit. Well, to be fair, military guys are often also incapable of planning shit. So, you know. Hold on. One of these was a thread. Hold on. The funny thing is Bolsonaro invested a lot in facial recognition. Yeah, not for members of the master race. Hold on. We're doing that thing where we open 57 links and we're like 20 layers deep. Let me close these. Okay. There we go. Armies actually usually lean liberal. Depends on a lot of circumstances. The military will sometimes have a left-leaning bent because the military tends to be operated by poor people. Poor people are more likely to be left-leaning. You know, depending on the character of the country and the way in which they target recruitment and a bunch of stuff, you know, it can get complicated. The military is more left-leaning in a lot of cases than people tend to think, because people think of the military as super police, and the police are very far right, basically like everywhere. But you have to remember that ostensibly on paper, the job of the police is to, lay out and to enforce the rules of capital, often against poor and racial minorities, whereas the job of military guys is to have a hellish, like, frat pledge week, and then spend 4 years at a military base playing soggy biscuit with a bunch of guys whose wives are cheating on them back at home. Not necessarily as reactionary of a disposition. Is soggy biscuit like the bread game? Yes.
Primo, eu nunca imaginei subir a rampa. Eu tô subindo a rampa, primo. Olha que coisa mais linda, primo.
Actually, it's far easier for facial recognition to tell apart white people. Yeah, it's a tech limitation. Lighter skin means that it's easier for algorithms to tell how light bounces off it. That might just be an inherent problem, not even like a tech racism thing. It might literally just be easier to facial detect white people, which is great, you know, because it means that all across Brazil right now, since Bolsonaro invested in the facial recognition, all these white people are getting their uh, blood types, dick lengths, and home addresses logged by the state. Meanwhile, if a black guy is doing like a petty robbery somewhere over in, somewhere in the next city over, the camera zooms in on him and goes, Morgan Freeman, Morgan Freeman, Morgan Freeman, Morgan Freeman, all over the country. Morgan Freeman on a crime spree. The shitty ass tech can't tell them apart. Samuel L. Obama.
Olha isso, filho! Olha isso! Olha isso! Primo, eu nunca imaginei subir a rampa! Eu tô subindo a rampa!
Is this part of the same reason why self-driving cars and sinks can't see black people? Maybe. I don't know exactly about that tech. It's a really nice building. Planalto Palace? Here, let's sort by new. And let me just make sure it's not like dick and balls. We blame Trump in part for this? Yes. Trump was absolutely 100% a friend of Bolsonaro, and this is literally being done, like, inspired by what Trump did. Okay, see, this is why I did the thing. Can I show a guy with, like, bloodied knees on YouTube? Is that fine? There's a guy on a gurney who, as far as I can tell from the video with no audio, has some scuffed knees, and he's looking at the camera, like, going like, yeah, dude, we are the master race. As long as he's not dead. Okay.
Deu B.O. aí, seu Paulo. Tá chegando com bala de verdade, nosso guerreiro. Ô, Sodrino. Ô, seu Klaus.
We are...
Bala de verdade, hein, cara. Nós estamos tudo...
Yeah, I don't want to get all phrenology. I don't want to get all phrenology on you guys, but damn, they just look like Trump supporters, man. It's kind of crazy. If you take a look at, like, the average, like, skin tone of Brazil, like, dude, Brazil's got, like, everyone. It's crazy how diverse Brazil is. But if you take a look at the crowds... Oh, this guy's making a media moment of it, huh? The Fantasy A10. If you take a look over these crowds, you can definitely see a disposition. The right term is Bolsominions, but Bolsonaristas, saying that makes me feel like a revolutionary. Maybe it's too cool of a term for them. Notice how none of these people have Brazilian ass? Oh, dude, you're totally right. Holy shit. These guys are assless. Okay, this one guy with the scuffed knee is in a bunch of videos. He's really trying to get a media career after this. Watch for that guy. He's going to show up on Fox News for sure. Dude, dog, look at this shit, man. I have no idea who this is. But you can tell that she's a Lula supporter because she's bricked up, titty-wise.
Fica quieto aí. Vamos se ajoelhando, porra!
She's suggesting what we could do to solve the problem with the Bolsominions. Or whatever. She's a YouTube button? Yeah, based. My ally. It's true. Ines the national treasure? Huh. God damn. God damn. It is so many people. Look at this flag they have.
O país está de volta, gente, em nossas mãos. País de volta. País em volta. País está de volta. Vamos em nossas mãos. Tiramos da mão do comunista. Oh, glória. O país está de volta, gente, em nossas...
The country is back in our hands. Is that what he said? As they trash an empty building? Okay. We're taking out of the hands of the communists. We are the master race. Damn, this is crazy. I can't read any of this shit. You have to understand they're retarded. This is just a normal day in Latin America after losing a football match. That's true. That's true. This is of their character. Well, I guess at least we know for sure that nothing is really going to come of this, at least not immediately. I mean, it can't. There's nobody at any of the buildings that they're invading, you know? Mostly interested in seeing what the crackdown turns out to be. But I don't know. If Philadelphia was a country. Oh, here we go. This is them begging the military for assistance, I think. Please, please. So wait, soldiers, albeit ones who look like they're 18 years old, are arriving here. I assume they're retaking the building? That was just 6 minutes ago. We have guys in fatigues walking up. It's just a couple of them, though. You're going to need more than like 5 people. Yeah, it's so many, Gale. Evidence suggests the Brasilia insurrection may have been planned in Florida. Secretary of Security for the federal districts is in the U.S. Holy shit, dude, I can't believe it. Trump is a Trotskyist. He's going to bring about world revolution. Jan 6 and Jan 8th were both planned in Florida. Holy Florida's like the epicenter of the global revolution from now on. Secretary for Security of the federal districts in USA recently traveled to Orlando, exactly where Bolsonaro is currently staying. Damn. God damn. Who could have known Florida was of such a strong revolutionary character? Permanent revolution, absolutely. They're attacking police even though the police are offering minimal resistance. Yeah, I saw the guy on horseback being attacked. I want to see what happens with those military guys, though. Apparently this video was taken, or at least uploaded, only a couple minutes ago. If guys with shotguns are showing up to the, Thank you, No Justice. Why were the military guys being cheered? They might not know what their disposition is. I don't know. That's what I want to know. If guys with guns are showing up, I want to know what the fuck is going to happen. Dope, comrade.
É o povo na casa do povo.
They're encouraging them to change sides. Okay, the thing that let me try to frame my thoughts a little bit better. We just saw a group of a half dozen at least guys in fatigues with shotguns. What are those, Mossbergs? Walking over to the Capitol building. Those guys didn't have riot gear. They had guns. The only thing they can do is form a wall and start shooting. I want to know what the fuck is going on with those guys. If people with guns are showing up, the character of these protests is about to change significantly. I want to know. Could the military guys be a couple supporters of Bolsonaro? If that is the case, I also want to know that. They're probably just police. Brazil has a lot of police special forces unit. I mean, there's still guys with guns. Wait, do police special forces in Brazil wear fatigues? They do? Okay. Brazil, in Sao Paulo, insurrectionist protests as well. That's true, Kai231. This feels almost harmless in comparison to what's going on in Brasilia. They're probably these guys, Battalion of Special Operations. Okay, the problem here is that if they're police, there's a possibility that they're going to be on the side of the protesters because police are, due to phrenology, are of anti-revolutionary character. Phrenology tells us... Here, hold on. I just want to see another video of those guys. God, my hair looks scuffed. Police are of a thummy descent. True. That's the Brazilian army uniform. And if they're army, not special forces, then it's pretty likely that those shotguns are loaded with real bullets, too. Again, I don't know anything about, anything. But I don't think the military generally supplies their guys with less lethal ammunition. Shots fired confirmed? Where? I know guns have been fired. Are you saying those guys have started firing? Wait, hold on. God damn it, I'm looking. I can't scroll on screen because of reasons. Nice pompadour, thank you. Or I can't even find the video of those military guys. Federal Supreme Court building has been retaken by the government. Nice. This was the building where we saw those military vehicles pulling donuts outside as of 8 minutes ago. I guess there were some really expensive desk toys at the Federal Supreme Court building they didn't want stolen. Okay, I'm looking for more of those military guys who are going to the Capitol. Show me. Oh, shit. All right, yep. It was military. Good military or bad military? Good. Look at the way everyone else is running away from them. So it seems, Grunga. This is the insurrectionary equivalent of, you've had a raging banger at your house party for the past, like, 12 hours, and you hear the police wee-whoop, right outside. There's not really any reason for the military to be here for any reason other than to repel the rioters. Like, they're just trashing an empty building. Just so you know, if you're giving me messages in chat about the disposition of Brazil's military, just understand I have to ignore you because I've seen 500 of them in the past 10 minutes, and many of them contradict each other. Thank you, but I am literally incapable of assessing this at the moment. We are the master race. Wearing a bucket hat to your goddamn insurrection attempt, man. Oh shit, Vermin just linked a video from Brazil, and I can see from the first thumb that there's open parentheses, 1, close parentheses, black person. How do Bolsonaro fans respond? Yakety sacks. What are we doing? Pretty sure they're in blackface? Damn, is that blackface? Holy shit. Highly normal dispositions at heart here. You know, I don't think there was any blackface at Jan 6. Attacking the press? Brazil is a pretty big problem with racism from what I've heard from my Brazilian Tarkov friend. Brazil? Problem with racism? No, probably not. I don't think so. You're crazy. There's 2 accounts going around. 1, that protesters are causing destruction here. That's pretty undeniable. 2, riot police trapped protesters inside, causing asphyxiation, and the protesters were releasing them? What? We've seen videos inside the Capitol. What? Okay, yeah. From the Verity Press. Independent journalism with 0 fault. Yeah, okay. All right, whatever. Yeah. There was actually a dog trapped in a car on a hot day in the middle of the National Congress building, and all of this was to save that dog. It's that knee guy, dude. He wants to be famous so bad. Can I do this in Portuguese? We are the master. Mi el ratio es superioso.
Que sabe que nosso país foi roubado. Que foi roubado, todo mundo sabe o que aconteceu, roubaram nossas urnas, nosso presidente não é o Lula, nosso presidente é o Bolsonaro, ele ganhou, nós sabemos, todo mundo sabe, nós estamos aqui.
Did he get an arrow in the knee? I'm guessing he probably tripped and fell down some stairs.
Lutando pela nossa liberdade.
Nah, his knee just did that. He showed up for the insurrection, both of his kneecaps just splatted in opposite directions, and now he's talking like he's a martyr for the revolution.
Eu fui, olha o que fizeram comigo, olha o que os policiais fizeram. Saiam dos sofás, lutem, essa é a última chance de vocês, pelo amor de Deus, vocês não estão entendendo. Eu levei 3 tiros aqui de pistola.
Will Brazilians in chat get mad if I say I think Spanish sounds nicer? Will you get mad at me? I hope you won't. It's true, though.
Na minha perna, porque tá sentado aí. Por favor, turma, faça uma
He's Onion Girl from Jan 6. True. True.
parte de vocês, vocês não estão entendendo. Todo mundo vai perder. O povo de bem, os policiais, todos, exército brasileiro, nós imploramos para vocês. Ajudem nós, nós queremos a nossa liberdade. Pelo amor de Deus, povo brasileiro.
My knees. They just did this. I don't understand. Lula and his communist friends activated the anti-patriot kneecap defense system.
Generais, ajudem nós, vocês têm que servir a nós, nós pagamos vocês, nós confiamos em vocês. Eu servi e eu jurei pela minha pátria dar o meu sangue, dar a minha vida. Não joguem tudo isso no lixo! Eu jurei.
Dude, this guy wants to be famous so bad. Holy shit. I've never seen a guy want to be famous this bad in my life. Oh my god. This guy has retarded kneecap disorder. And he's over here like goddamn Che Guevara. What, you eating? I didn't have breakfast. I rolled out of bed and started stream having a Pop-Tart.
Pela minha bandeira, não deixe que tome a nossa liberdade esses comunistas. Por favor, turma, ajudem nós, por favor.
Brasília, 8/1/2023. Agora são 15.
He claims to have been shot 3 times. Damn dog. I don't know anything about anything. I don't think he was shot 3 times. I'm going with my exploding kneecap disease. I think getting shot 3 times kind of hurts. I saw this guy on a gurney being pulled away, and he's clearly dead. Shut up. He was on a gurney getting pulled away, and he was like clearly talking, like leaning up. Man, 3 bullets in your legs? Like, there are a lot of arteries in there, man. But all we're getting is like, there's like a puddle of blood here, but a bandage is put here. A tourniquet is applied here. Then we have some red Kool-Aid here. I don't know. Am I suggesting that a Bolsonaro fan would lie on top of the already lie-filled insurrection and lie-filled speech about Lula losing, actually? The blood from my nosebleeds turns the white cloth dark red. Yeah, this is a very light red. I don't know. Whatever. And he's speaking pretty clearly for someone with 3 bullets in him. He picked a scab. Oh, no. I keep getting like this. Yeah, we've seen this. Hold on. Is this the Jan 6 Brazilian election? Well, that is what's in the title, so yes. Reports by police in the federal district show they're afraid there are not enough police to contain the wave of protesters that are in Brasilia. So are they police? This is an old video, not a new one. This is old. It's being posted now, but this is old. Oh! Ram them. Federal police helicopters finally arrived at the scene with stun grenades to disperse the Bolsonaristas. Stun grenades? Like tear gas? Flashbang? Imagine just dropping a bunch of flashbang grenades off a helicopter while doing a flyby. Like, you're not even accomplishing anything. You're just really people's day up downstairs. Just having a good time.
Aqui atuando, Nós estamos aqui na esplanada e nesse momento nós pegamos aqui cidadão que...
Is this recent? This area is completely clear. As of 20 minutes ago? I think this is an old video. There's no way everything would look this clean. That's an old video.
Polícia atropelando o povo! Olha! Olha!
Whoa, hold on. We're gonna get some burnout shit going on right now. Okay, Grand Theft Auto. Brasilia. Show me what you have.
Olha isso, gente! Polícia atropelando o povo!
Damn, that guy's in a hurry.
Olha só, gente! Passando por cima? Não, não, pelo amor de Deus. Não, não. Não.
Okay, it didn't look like he even hit anyone in that drive-thru. They're staging there at the Esplanada dos Ministerios.
que estava infiltrado no meio aí dos bolsonaristas, né? Para poder causar o terror aí e dizer que foi o pessoal.
Oh, no, yeah, Bolsonarist.
Né? Para poder causar o terror aí e dizer que foi o pessoal.
Man, my dude's got some wild hair. Hello.
Aqui está o material dele. Bomba, coquetel, molotov, gasolina, tudo isso aqui, ó.
Are those... Is this Dennis the Menace? 2 slingshots? Brazilian sky... First, in America... Okay, you know how MMO mobs have loot drops? Every American will drop a gun if you kill them. Anyone. Man, woman, baby. That 6-year-old who did a school shooting, like, the other day. All of them. I don't think I've, like, ever seen a slingshot in person that wasn't just, like, once in a store. Slingshots can be deadly, Vaush, never forget that. They can be deadly. They're also very funny. This is some Bart Simpson-ass shit, man.
Mais trabalho da Força Nacional aqui, tirando mais uma aqui de circulação que está infiltrado, pessoal, jogando.
To be fair, those look like strong slingshots with ball bearings out here. Oh, yeah, no, these could kill you, right? Uncommon drop in America, yeah. That one video of the cop on horseback getting knocked to the ground, that is going to be an enduring bit of video from this protest. Yeah, truly Walking Dead shit. Hold on. A lot of videos of the helicopter that went over. In one of the videos, you can see it dropped some smoke bombs.
Parando várias bombas ali.
There.
Do helicóptero, não sei se vocês conseguem ver. Tá voando bem baixo aqui na esplanada. Bem baixo, a gente tá aqui na pista. Tentando dispersar o pessoal em frente a...
Would you ride a horse into battle? Well, keep in mind, if we're following the tendencies of, like, medieval warfare, if you're charging into a group of people, you can't just stay still on horseback, okay? It's like playing Mountain Blade, right? You gotta remember your warband training. If you're doing cavalry, you have to do cavalry charges in a group. And then you roll back and do it again, you know? Cycle cavalry, okay? It's like playing Total War. The problem with that cop is that he was just chilling, like, still in the middle. Would you do that with Torrent in Elden Ring? No, of course not.
Ao STF. Tem vários aqui perto do Palácio do Planalto.
Cavalry. I am the master race, Cavalry.
Ainda mais fortes que as que estavam sendo disparadas antes para dispersar os manifestantes. Olha isso. Parando várias bombas ali, ó, do helicóptero. Não sei se vocês conseguem ver.
How can I possibly pronounce English words correctly while we're listening to so many people speak not English? Like, bad pronunciation is being ingrained into my skull. Police officers of Rio de Janeiro refuse to disperse Bolsonaro protesters. Rio de Janeiro, because it's such a big city, is probably majority Lula, right? It's the same as America in that respect. Left-leaning, like, big cities tend to be more diverse left-leaning? No? Really? Interesting. Rio de Janeiro, Lula votes. More like 50-50? Huh. Interesting.
Olha isso! Olha isso! Olha isso!
Cool. Rio de Janeiro is Bolsonaro's origin state. They have huge control over there through militias. Nice.
Viatura da Polícia Civil com a bandeira do Brasil. Olha isso! Olha isso!
Lula supporters sing the national anthem? Holy shit. Oh my god. Non-white people exist? It's actually insane how racialized these politics are, man. At least in America, it's pretty easy to find big groups of white people who support Biden, but like holy shit, dude. It literally you can actually like almost every time tell where a crowd leans from Brazil. Insane. Isn't everyone in this crowd white? First of all, no. Second of all, look at their hair. There's like two blondes here. Every time I see some crazy Bolsonaro shit, it's somebody who looks like they were literally like a direct descendant of somebody fleeing the Nuremberg trials. Prepping him up. Afrikaner 2.0. This is one of the things where it's really frustrating because in order to fully explain this, you need to know so much, and it takes a while. But like, this is why when people, when America collapses and the entire rest of the world rises up to consume us, we'll deserve it. And the reason for that is because the legacies and the politics of like a solid half of the planet are determined by European colonialism, where to this day, their politics, their economy, everything are totally structured around the effects of having a small group of like ultra powerful, wealthy, elite white people there and the influence that they have over the country's culture. It contributes to the concept that white beauty is preferable to all other like racial archetypes of beauty, or that Christianity is hegemonic all the way around, like all the world around. It's so influential. Ugh. Do you actually think the U.S. will get dogpiled? No, I don't. I'm being facetious there. This is how cops in Brazil treat indigenous protesters. Never forget, this is how the Brasilia police responded to a peaceful protest of indigenous peoples last year. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on, man. Well, he's still alive at least. The current vice president is known for throwing bombs at student manifestations. Well, everyone likes doing that. When I was at university, I wish I could have thrown tear gas at some of the students that I worked with. Indigenous people have such ungodly amounts of drip, oh my god. Yeah, for the anime fans in the audience, okay? It's like, indigenous people are spiral races in Tengen Toppa and Gurren Lagann, and white people are the anti-spiral, where we want to make everyone dripless. We want to deprive the universe of all drip. And they want to reclaim it. Yeah, this is true. Hold on one second. I need a tissue. My nose is running. There we go. Vaush is anti-drip. I am spiritually pro-drip. I am personally anti-drip. I simply have a bunch of black t-shirts with anime girls on them. Torres, the federal security secretary, was relieved of his position. This seems like confirmation was... Whoa, dude, you can do that? You can... Holy shit, I am containing my anti-white racism right now. Oh my god. This is what the guy who might have collaborated with the insurrectionists looked like from the inside? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, dude. You couldn't tell this guy was evil by, like, looking at him? This guy fails the phrenology check on Office. Like, Jesus Christ. Hey, you check their tax returns, you check for criminal connections, you check for past convictions, and you look at their face. Jesus Christ. Yeah, evil Mr. Bean. What the... Oh my god. Yeah, guy, yeah, you know the guy who looks like the hate-filled, resentful former lab rat who swore revenge on all of indigenous Brazil after a voodoo curse made his face shift 3 inches down. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was the one who helped with the insurrection. Oh, why? Am I mixing up physiognomy and phrenology? I think, wait, sorry, phrenology is skull shape. Physiognomy is facial features. Okay, this is physiognomy check. My bad. Sorry, it's been a while since we've debated an alt-righter. I have to get all my accounts in order. Hey, sir, we have confirmation. The incel Wojak participated in the Capitol riot. We have a match. Bolsonaro's facial detection program. Incel Wojak. Police sketch of the insider. We got him, boys. And if you're watching and enjoying the stream, make sure to like and subscribe to the most pro-indigenous Brazilian live streamer who doesn't know anything about Brazil or indigenous people. That's just how progressive I am. I don't even need to know. Just reflexively, right off the dome. Okay, that's an older video. Speaking of Wojaks. Are there any signs that protests are going to do anything other than continue to escalate? For those, here, let's get a good frame to stop on. For those of you who are just joining us or who didn't hear the summary near the beginning of the stream, all 3 offices of power, perfect. All 3 offices of power in Brasilia were attacked by insurrectionists. That is because they have the 3 balance of powers: the Supreme Court, the Congress, and Lula's office, the executive branch. However, they did this on a Sunday. Everyone was away. Lula was in a different city, and the Supreme Court and Congress were not in session. These buildings were empty. They were cleared beforehand. This is just vandalism and property damage. The real curiosity to me is the extent to which the military acts, the police are all, of course, pro-Bolsonaro because they're police. I want to see how the crackdown gets handled when it inevitably happens. Lula is safe. The Brazilian Congress is safe. The Brazilian Supreme Court are all safe. This has the potential to be very beneficial for Lula if Lula is capable of using this as a catalyzing moment to crush the right wing in his country. Like, look at these thugs. Look at these miscreants. Look at these violent interlopers, you know. They do not have Brazil's best interests in mind. They are liars. They are cheats. They wanted to kill those they oppose. We cannot abide this. And then use that sort of optically and politically to crush them, like the Democrats should have done. Then this could be beneficial for him. Leftists are allergic to that kind of talk, so it's probably not going to happen. No, ectoplasm. Liberals are allergic to that kind of talk. Lula is not Joe Biden. Lula is not a liberal. Well, the extent to which he's actually a socialist is something I've seen people in my chat debate. But he definitely is not like Biden in this respect. Also, he's Brazilian. Brazilians are just more spicy. It's well known. You can't say it's racist because they agree. Shirtless protesters? We are the master race. What is with the bucket hats, man? Is this like a thing right now for conservatives in Brazil? Is this like a current trend? I don't understand. I don't respect this. You've got indigenous people running around with like these feather contraptions. And meanwhile, like all the white people, I honestly respect the baseball caps more than these. Look at this thing. Jesus Christ. To my real El Presidente Bolsonaro, who finally lifted the tariff on bucket hats and gave our people freedom. Communists tell me I look like a retard in this bucket hat. But I know real Brazilian patriots no. Sorry, El Retardo. Hey, what's going on outside while this is being recorded inside? Not gonna lie, I wear those hiking. Oh, these are great hats for hiking. I just wouldn't wear it to an insurrection. That sounded like sustained gunfire. This was 8 minutes ago. What's going on out there? Hold on. If a real crackdown is happening, you would be able to find it in the latest video feed. People just repost videos over and over. You go to latest and it's like, here's this one, that one. Hold on. That sounded like sustained gunfire. That sounded like a lot. Okay, I don't know what this is, but... Alright. Okay. Let me look for another video that isn't that. Thank you, Comrade Robin Hood. Yes? Nope, that's not it. Bandidos Bolsonaristas? No. Damn, man. Wait, is there like... Okay, wait. If there are actually military police there, or anything like that, there should be way more videos being posted right now. There is nothing people love more than posting videos like that. Why aren't there? That's an old video? That's an old video? We saw the military van, the vehicle and soldiers roll up a while ago. Why are no videos getting posted? Are they jamming? This is also probably old.
Regaçou tudo, filho. Só com o pau.
Jesus, London, really? Well, I don't handle the back end stuff, but it should be pretty secure.
Olha a salinha deles, filho.
But just watching is enough for me. Oh, they got into the cooler.
Doce, pega doce pra nós. Pega doce aí, meu amigo. Pega doce, pega doce.
Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. Hold on. 1 minute ago. Which side is which? Well, apparently some police officers aren't on the side of the insurrectionists. Oh, here we go. What the f*** is this? Pray the cop away. Yeah, these are the guys we saw earlier. Why are there so few of them? And why are they protecting this one tiny corner of the building? It looks like they have gotten people away from the building, though. Can we see people moving in here? No, I can't, though it's hard to tell. I think that's just broken furniture that's up next to the windows. So maybe they've just cleared people out from there, and they're just holding this corner because that just seems to be where they need to be to keep people from going in. That's the army, not the police. I know, they're in fatigues. It's the military. I know, they're in fatigues. Can't see anything gory. Apparently somebody drove a car through the crowd. Yeah, one of the police cars.
Olha! Olha! Olha isso, gente! Polícia atropelando o povo!
Zoom in. Okay. This is the Capitol building, correct? This building right here. This is where the Congress is. Correct? Planalto? No, this is the presidential building? Oh. Executive branch. Oh, okay. Planalto Palace. Okay. I thought this one was the congressional building. Okay. Lula was nowhere near here, so he's totally fine. Okay, so it looks like they've been removed from here. I mean, it seems like things have calmed down if all these protesters are doing is praying to the soldiers. It was just confirmed on national news the protesters had their expenses paid by other private sectors. Where? Link. Where? Link. Where? Link. Where? Link. Where? Nice meme. That's not going to do anything. So this is the congressional building, where images of police officers calmly talking to the terrorist invaders. We are the master race. We are the master race.
Tá com a gente, cara, ó. Pediu pra entrar. Eu fui e acompanhei ele até a porta. Ele falou, deixa eu só me identificar e mostrar que a gente tá com vocês. A gente tá do lado do povo. Acabou.
Kearney, that's so cute, but I'll have to show it off in a bit for relevance. They're saying the police guy is on our side? Yeah, of course. And they're right. Alvarada is the president's house, and Planalto is the president's workplace. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that you guys separated the president's house and workplace. The White House is, of course, both the president's residence and his place of work. Okay. I want to see more... okay, so we can reasonably assume, then, that Planalto is secure. The Supreme Court building was secured a while ago. God. What about the congressional building? And what about a confirmation on private, seems to be live coverage? Okay, we'll take a look at that in a second. Extremely brief break so that we can quickly look at Artemy testing a new bed just the other night. Extremely important news. Nope. Absolute moron. I love the way he steps back as he reaches forward. Look at that. Look at, what is he doing? What? Sorry. Okay. Just a little goofy boy, you know? A little palate cleanser. Okay. It's important. Can't wait to understand every word that's spoken.
Mas a avaliação que se tem é que é uma medida mais complexa, que demanda a aprovação do Congresso Nacional. Essa medida, ela acaba acarretando com a saída do governador, o afastamento do governador. Então, a intervenção federal focada na segurança seria o ideal. É essa solução que está sendo advogada e debatida no governo neste momento. Intervenção federal na segurança pública. Isso poderia ser feito já com o ministro.
They're being called terrorists. What news station is this? Is this held in high esteem by Brazilians? Is this a popular Brazilian news station? Yes? Yes? Oh, thank God. You guys, for those of you who don't know, calling the Jan 6 protesters terrorists just wasn't really done. Like, I was surprised when Democrats finally started calling them terrorists.
Não há nada definido. O ministro da Defesa e o ministro da Justiça estão em contato com o presidente da República, que foi para Araraquara, aqui no interior de São Paulo, para eles baterem o martelo se será de fato a intervenção federal na segurança pública. Lembrando vocês que a intervenção federal consta da Constituição, do seu artigo 34, está lá previsto que a União não intervirá nos estados nem no Distrito Federal, exceto para, olha a exceção, manter a integridade nacional, repelir invasão estrangeira ou de uma unidade da federação em outra, por termo a grave cumprimento da ordem pública. Então, assim, há previsibilidade constitucional e, diante de todos os instrumentos existentes, essa focada na segurança pública, que não demanda, portanto, o afastamento de Ibanez Rocha, é a medida mais provável agora. Lembrando que Ibanez Rocha, como dizia a Natuzzi e meus outros colegas, está sendo muito criticado porque a
largest news network in Brazil. Globo was the most watched TV channel. Wait, not just the most watched news, most watched TV channel in Brazil? This is more than all of the next 16 most viewed channels combined? Guys? They're not just a news station. What? They're the TV channel. Seeing them take a liberal bent on this is very encouraging. Oh, wait, no. Wait, I didn't go live. No, go live. Go live.
É abominável na política invadir a sede do governo, invadir a sede do Congresso Nacional, invadir a Suprema Corte. como verdadeiros vândalos.
Chat, translate, live,
que
go.
encontrava pela frente. Nós achamos que houve falta de segurança e eu queria dizer para vocês que todas essas pessoas que fizeram isso serão encontradas e serão punidas. Eles vão perceber que a democracia, ela garante o direito de liberdade, ela garante o direito de livre comunicação, de livre expressão, mas ela também exige que as pessoas respeitem as instituições que foram criadas para fortalecer a democracia. E essas pessoas, esses vândalos, que a gente poderia chamar de nazistas fanáticos, de stalinistas fanáticos, ou melhor, de stalinistas não, de fascistas fanáticos, sabe? Fizeram o que nunca foi feito na história desse país. É importante lembrar que a esquerda brasileira já teve gente torturada, já teve gente morta, já teve gente desaparecida e nunca vocês leram alguma notícia de algum partido de esquerda, de algum movimento de esquerda invadisse o Congresso Nacional, a Suprema Corte e o Palácio do Planalto. Não tem precedente na história do...
He basically called the Bolsonaristas a bunch of thugs and fascist fanatics and demands to find each and every one of them and arrest them. God damn!
E nós, inclusive, vamos descobrir quem são os financiadores desses vândalos que foram a Brasília. Nós vamos descobrir os financiadores e todos eles pagarão com a força da lei esse gesto de irresponsabilidade, esse gesto antidemocrático e esse gesto de vândalos e de fascistas. Eu vou ler para vocês o decreto que eu vou assinar agora. Segura aqui para mim, Jorge.
All of them will pay with the force of the law. Okay, we're reading this off.
No Distrito Federal, com o objetivo de pôr termo ao grave comprometimento da ordem pública nos termos em que especifica.
He's making a new law.
O presidente da República, no uso da atribuição que lhe confere o artigo 84, caput, inciso 10, e no artigo 34, inciso 3º da Constituição, decreta, artigo 1º, fica decretada intervenção federal no Distrito Federal até dia 31 de janeiro de 2023. A intervenção de que se trata o caput se limita à área de segurança pública, conforme o disposto no artigo 117-A da Lei Orgânica do Distrito Federal. Parágrafo 2º. O artigo 2º. Parágrafo.
He's beginning a federal intervention that will continue until the end of the month.
Comprometimento da ordem pública do Estado no Distrito
Does
Federal.
This give him emergency powers?
Por ato de violência e invasão de prédios públicos. Artigo 2º. Fica nomeado para o cargo do interventor Ricardo Garcia Capelli, que é o secretário executivo do Ministério da Justiça. Artigo 3º. As atribuições do interventor são aquelas necessárias às ações de segurança pública, em conformidade com os princípios e objetivos previstos no artigo 117-A da Lei Orgânica do Distrito Federal. Parágrafo 1º. O interventor fica...
Okay, quick Googling. I think Brazil has a federalized system, and federal intervention literally gives them the ability to enact basically some emergency powers and also directly intervene in stuff that normally be states' business.
Segundo, o interventor poderá requisitar, se necessário, os recursos financeiros, tecnológicos, estruturais e humanos do Distrito Federal afetos ao objeto e necessários à consecução do objetivo da intervenção. Parágrafo 3º. O interventor poderá requisitar a quaisquer órgãos civis e militares.
Didn't you criticize Canada for doing this? No. I criticized Canada for freezing the bank accounts of people associated with the protest. This is totally fine. This is 100% based.
Parágrafo 4º. As atribuições previstas no artigo 117-A da Lei Orgânica do Distrito Federal, que não tiverem relação direta ou indireta com a segurança pública, permanecerão sob a titularidade do governo do Distrito Federal. Parágrafo 5º. O interventor, no âmbito do Estado do Distrito Federal, exercerá o controle operacional de todos os órgãos distritais de segurança pública previsto no artigo 144 da Constituição e no artigo 117-A da Lei Orgânica do Distrito Federal. Artigo 4º. Poderão ser requisitados durante o período da intervenção os bens, serviços e servidores afetos às áreas da Secretaria do Estado de Segurança do Distrito Federal, da Secretaria de Estado de Administração Penitenciária do Distrito Federal e do Corpo de Bombeiros Militar do Distrito Federal, para emprego nas ações de segurança pública determinadas pelo interventor.
The federal intervention is limited to the federal district, which is the Brazilian DC, which is what the attacks took place in. He's basically using this to re-secure order and directly intervene in the safety and security of the area.
Independência e 135 anos da República. Eu tinha vindo, eu tomei a decisão de vir a Araraquara porque eu estava em São Paulo.
Patriots are in control.
Eu queria prestar solidariedade ao companheiro Edinho e ao povo de Araraquara e, sobretudo, às vítimas, aos parentes da família que teve, sabe, que morreu todas as pessoas. Eu passei aqui junto com o meu ministro da cidade, junto com o ministro ministro do Desenvolvimento Regional, para que a gente possa discutir com o Edinho e saber, sabe, o quanto vai custar a reposição das coisas que foram destruídas aqui na cidade de Araraquara. Nós sabemos que no Brasil tem muitas cidades que estão, sabe, com problemas de chuva, com problemas de destruição.
Calls them Nazis and fascists.
E lamentavelmente, o genocida que deixou o poder deixou apenas 25 mil reais para que a gente pudesse cuidar de...
So based. Biden can't say no, Americans can't say fascist. American liberals can't say fascist.
...cidade, do Estado e do próprio governo federal. Por isso eu vim aqui com muita tranquilidade.
Called Bolsonaro genocidal.
O Edinho iria me convidar para o almoço depois da visita, depois da conversa. Quando começamos a assistir pela televisão a caminhada dos vândalos em direção à Praça dos Três Poderes. Chegando lá, vocês acompanharam. Eles invadiram, quebraram muitas coisas e, lamentavelmente, quem tem que fazer a segurança do Distrito Federal é a Polícia Militar do Distrito Federal, que não fez. Houve, eu diria, sabe, incompetência, má vontade ou má fé das pessoas que cuidam da segurança pública do Distrito Federal. Não é a primeira vez. Vocês vão ver nas imagens que eles estão guiando as pessoas na caminhada até a Praça dos Três Poderes. No dia 30, quando houve a minha diplomação, vocês viram aquele quebra-quebra.
Accusing the federal police of doing a terrible job of being incompetent or being malicious.
Eles se vendo eles tocar fogo em ônibus e não fazia absolutamente nada. Esses policiais que participaram disso não poderão ficar impunes e não poderão participar da corporação porque não são de confiança da sociedade brasileira. Eu espero que a gente, a partir desse decreto, a gente possa não só cuidar da segurança do Distrito Federal, mas garantir de uma vez por todas que isso não tem...
The government of Brasilia may be suspended as part of the federal intervention.
Que a gente seja punida de forma exemplar. Que essas pessoas sejam punidas de forma a que ninguém nunca mais ouse, com a bandeira nacional nas costas, ou com a camiseta da seleção brasileira...
Holy shit, dude.
Se fingir...
Patriots are in full control. Yeah, I'm Lula. Yeah, everyone, he's a fascist. I'm taking full control. I'm calling federal intervention. The cops are complicit. We're gonna find out who did this. We're arresting these pieces of shit. The Patriots are back in control. The policemen will be punished as an example. Holy shit!
Na Praça dos Três Poderes, no Palácio do Presidente, no Palácio da Justiça e na Câmara dos Deputados. Eu vou voltar para Brasília agora, vou visitar os 3 palácios que foram quebrados e pode ficar certo.
What lefty governance does to a mother... Oh my God.
Vamos tentar descobrir quem financiou isso, quem pagou os ônibus, quem pagava a estadia, quem pagava churrasco todo dia, e essa gente toda vai pagar. E também da parte do governo federal. Se houve omissão de alguém no governo federal que facilitou isso, também será punido. Nós não vamos admitir. Vocês sabem que eu perdi eleições em 89. Eu perdi eleição em 94. Eu perdi a eleição em 98. E em nenhum momento vocês viram qualquer militante do meu partido, qualquer militante de esquerda, fazer qualquer objeção ao presidente da República eleito. Este genocida não só provocou isso, não só estimulou isso, como, quem sabe...
He'll visit all 3 palaces and you can be certain we'll find out who paid for staying for meals who allowed this happen. All will be punished.
Lá de Miami, onde ele foi descansar. Na verdade, ele fugiu para não me colocar a faixa E é muito triste depois da festa democrática do dia 1º. A festa mais importante da posse de um presidente da República na história do presidencialismo no mundo inteiro. Nunca o povo trabalhador, os catadores de papel, os índios e as pessoas negras desse país colocaram a faixa no pescoço de um presidente da República. Foi no dia 1º eles colocaram. Essa gente já estava em Brasília. E essa gente teve medo de descer a Brasília com medo da multidão que estava lá para a posse. E aproveitaram o silêncio de um domingo, quando a gente ainda está montando o governo, para fazer o que eles fizeram hoje. Todo mundo sabe que tem vários discursos do ex-presidente da República estimulando isso. Ele estimulou a invasão na Suprema Corte, estimulou a invasão, só não estimulou a invasão no Palácio, porque ele estava lá dentro. Mas ele estimulou
I and my supporters have lost elections before, never acted like this. The Indians and black people lived in fear in the previous presidency.
Isso é da responsabilidade dos partidos que sustentam ele, e tudo isso vai ser apurado, sabe, com muita força e com muita rapidez.
The Bolsonaristas were scared to come in the day of his insurrection because of Lula's supporters. They only attacked today.
E vou deixar aqui depois os meus ministros aqui para falar com vocês. Já conversaram com o Edinho o que o governo federal pode fazer para que a gente possa...
This insurrection is actually kind of good for the left. Well, I think it is. I think we might actually get to see a test case of what happens when you respond to this shit correctly and how it can be beneficial.
Eu vou quarta-feira receber o governador do estado em Brasília. Eu vou falar com ele que agora é a hora da gente provar que o antifederatismo precisa funcionar.
Bolsonaro caused this. What happened?
Ela pode utilizar. O Estado precisa colocar dinheiro e o governo federal colocar dinheiro, porque o povo de Araraquara paga imposto e esse imposto vai para São Paulo, vai para o Brasil.
Truth, Anna, but Biden would never come down this hard.
Em forma de benefício para recuperar os prejuízos que a natureza causou. E é importante lembrar, quando alguém hoje achar que a questão climática é uma coisa menor, que a questão climática é uma coisa, sabe, de estudante, que é uma coisa de esquerdista, que é uma coisa de Partido Verde, não. A questão climática é uma coisa que está mudando por causa da irresponsabilidade do ser humano. O ser humano é o único animal capaz de destruir...
He's talking about climate change now.
Ele mesmo. É por isso que muita gente que estava em Brasília hoje, quem sabe seja garimpeiros, sabe, garimpeiros ilegais, quem sabe sejam madeireiros ilegais. O cidadão não tem o direito de cortar uma árvore que tem 300 anos na Amazônia, que é de todos os 215 milhões de brasileiros, cortar para ele ganhar dinheiro. Se ele quer utilizar madeira para ganhar dinheiro, ele que plante, espera ela crescer, e aí corte quantas madeiras ele quiser. Mas ele não pode cortar aquilo que é patrimônio de toda a humanidade e, sobretudo, patrimônio do povo brasileiro. Essa gente estava hoje lá.
The citizen has no right to cut a tree which has been there for centuries.
Sabe, maldoso? Aquele agronegócio que quer utilizar agrotóxicos sem nenhum respeito à saúde humana, possivelmente também
The protesters might be illegal miners and
woodcutters. Essa gente
woodcutters.
toda vai ser investigada, vai ser apurada e será punida. Por isso, Edinho, eu peço desculpa aqui de não ter
You cannot cut what is the patrimony of humanity.
aqui, mas os meus 2 ministros vão falar com vocês agora e nós vamos distribuir cópia do decreto para vocês. Eu não sei se já está na internet, que eles podem pegar, vocês podem pegar a cópia do decreto. No mais, gente, obrigado. Eu espero voltar a Araraquara. O Edinho está me devendo aqui há muito tempo um almoço e eu virei cobrar dele esse almoço, tá? Obrigado, gente. Eu estou pensando em voltar. Ele não estava lá. Ele não estava lá. Sabe, o secretário de segurança dele, todo mundo sabe a fama dele de ser conivente com as manifestações. Sabe, então, a intervenção vai cuidar disso. Tá, gente? Obrigado.
Obrigado, pessoal. Obrigado.
A gente viu aí o presidente Lula fazendo um pronunciamento em relação a esse ato de vandalismo, esses atos que acontecem hoje em Brasília, ao longo de toda a tarde. Ele que assinou um decreto de intervenção junto à área de segurança pública do governo do Distrito Federal. Um decreto de intervenção que vai vigorar até o dia 31 de janeiro de 2023, portanto, nos próximos 23 dias. A segurança pública do Distrito...
I can't tweet while streaming. I wish I could. I don't have what Hassan has. Hassan can put out tweets while streaming. I just can't do it. It just, I freeze up. I can't think at both at the same time. Do you think this may affect people of other countries that better face left? Wait! Tempest, are you here? Tempest! 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 I'm gonna text Tempest. We need to get video out immediately. Let's see how the cleanup is happening. How do you think Democrats will react to this? Biden has been very outwardly supportive of Lula's win, and has even said that he would provide people and resources to protect Lula against a coup. It is possible that the handling of this insurrectionary attempt was in part influenced by Biden's national security minister. And if that's the case, that would mean that for the very first time in American history, the American government participated in preventing the ousting of a democratically elected socialist. Genuinely, actually, unironically history. Dark Lula rising. Picture of the protesters being arrested. Yeah. Oh, you love to see it. Death. No. Life in prison. Why the terrorist organizers wanted to invade Congress when it's empty? You know, I don't want to overly simplify this, but it is worth pointing out that a lot of these people are probably literally medically retarded. They are Bolsonaro fans. Oh, shit. Yeah? Oh, Vermin! If you have a sec, do you think you could get me some water? Never mind. I'll just die. Because it was their day off, yeah. I've said before that one of the greatest advantages that leftists have in the great, political discourse is that we're right. And the corollary to that is that they're wrong. Always. Thank you. Vermin just gave me their water. Which is actually better than my water, because Vermin puts ice cubes in, and it's in a thermos, so it, stays cold. I just have a big workout jug. Love this image. Lula tweet blaming Bolsonaro. I'm going to wrap all this up with my thoughts on the subject at the end of me, going over the breaking news. So I'll go over it then. I'll save the analysis stuff for a bit. Let me go over all this. Seeing these people utterly depressed is so cathartically satisfying. Yeah, Bolsonaro supporters are, world-class cope, distribution machines, man. The videos that came out after Bolsonaro lost a second time. Whew. Hi, the Suppomanian YouTube chat. Okay, let me see this. That was the helicopters. We saw that. I got a lot of links. Patriots are in control. Hell yes. That was at the beginning. I know this is a relatively petty concern, given all things, but man, I do feel bad about all the property damage done. Not that much property damage was done during Jan 6, relatively speaking, but also this place has a lot of windows, so, you know. When things get rowdy, people want to break windows. That is just what they like to do. Yeah, they probably destroyed beautiful paintings in there. Yeah, we'll take a look at what the total damage amount is at the end of all this. Wait, Lula's already sworn in, right? Lula was sworn in a week ago. Yeah. Okay. God damn. What a based response from Lula. What has Glenn Greenwald said? Ooh, wait, hold on. Glenn Greenwald, the former Lula supporter who sold his soul to the far right. What does he have to say on all this? What side will he take? Pro-Bolsonaro protesters have invaded National Congress, also known as Presidential Palace. News is very breaking, hard to know how many there are. Lula is not in Brasilia, but in Sao Paulo due to heavy storms there. Clear picture of the protesters. Image report of the protesters, in addition to entering the Congress, also broke the doors and windows to enter the Supreme Court building. Remember that Jair Bolsonaro himself left Brazil on the last day of his presidency for the U.S., where he's living in the house of an ex-MMA fighter in Orlando? Lula's giving a press conference where he called them fascists. Okay, so it seems Glenn Greenwald's response here is to simply completely neutrally comment on this while sweating profusely. Just to sit down at his computer and go, today things happened, and things happened. Goodbye. That's what we're getting out of him. He'll probably call Lula a dictator when he tweets about the federal intervention. Well, that would have been under this. Or maybe he'll do it again in the future. There will be like one video of a Bolsonaro protester getting scuffed up a bit while being arrested, and Glenn Greenwald will be like, I can't do his voice. I'm not that gay. I supported Lula originally, but this thuggery is what the left has become endemic of these days. Some shit like that. Yeah, the knee guy. He's gonna see the exploding kneecap guy and go like, oh my god, the left has gone too far. Close. Police treating teachers protesting versus police treating terrorists. Yeah. Ooh, I don't want to show that on stream. Ooh, but I feel like I kind of have to because it's kind of important. Well, YouTube, good luck. Yep. You ever want to see police brutality? You see them reacting to poor people, brown people, black people, and working people. If you want to see, you know, dainty white glove behavior, you take a look at the fascist protest. That's getting bad. Guys, just so you know, YouTube TOS doesn't actually ban, like, injury. If it did, that'd be pretty psychotic. It bans death. You can't show people dying on YouTube. Twitch is the one that is way more strict with any kind of, like, injury. Brazilian QAnon shaman, right down to the face paint. Holy shit. Hey, quick rating. American QAnon shaman versus Brazilian QAnon shaman. Personally, I think this is derivative and lazy. Copycat bullshit like a lot of the rest of this insurrectionary attempt. Just, yeah, sue for copyright, honestly. This is much more iconic. These horns look cheap, too. This looks good. Can't beat America. To be fair, you can't mention COVID-19 without getting demonetized. Oh, you can be demonetized for showing blood on YouTube, not banned. Demonetization is fine. These live streams aren't monetized. I don't mind if we trip demonetization flags. Same with blood. We on multiple Vaush does it for free. True. No, Tequila Sunset, I do not. I think things are fine. I think things are fine, man. I think it's time for our recap. So what I'm going to do is when Tempest eventually wakes up. No, I'm kidding. Tempest does so much work for me. It's like, because this is the difficult thing about being an editor for a YouTuber. It's that, especially since I have no schedule, like Tempest could just need to work at any point in time, like ever. You know, there's like no like warning or anything. Okay, let me close this like nest egg of videos. You probably haven't even paid him yet. I paid him a lot too. December AdSense always pays out good. All right. The first thing that I want to say is that if you're watching this and you're not typically a fan of mine, Lula would want you to subscribe. He would want you to subscribe. He would want you to donate. It's really the only way to keep this from happening again. Also, I'm an American, and if you are, watching this out of sincere concern for the Brazilian people, then remember that as an American, Biden may or may not have actually helped in saving Lula. You know, maybe. Yeah, you don't know. An additional argument. Somebody linked this earlier. They made a little papercraft me. How cute is that? It even has the little kanji for meat on the yellow t-shirt. How cute is that? It's super cute, and I love it. Could the person who made it in chat please stand up? Kearney, it was you, wasn't it? I remember. Thank you. It's really cute. Now I'm going to do the recap version of everything that has taken place now, okay? So if you've been watching the stream for like 2 minutes and you want to know what the has been going on, this is your opportunity to find out. Let me gather just a couple of videos to showcase that won't trip demonetization flags. Okay. I, when I got woken up to a text alert that January 6th was happening to Lula, I didn't expect to feel happy at the end of it. Yes, this is our, White House National Security Advisor. This is the guy who got pledged to Lula. The United States condemns any effort to undermine democracy in Brazil. President Biden is following the situation closely, and our support for Brazil's democratic institutions is unwavering. Brazil's democracy will not be shaken by violence. Love that. Live reaction from Bolsonaro. Yes! Brazilian newspaper headlines making fun of cops. Headline of Brazilian newspaper, Brasilia, police officers abandoned the protection barrier to purchase coconut water while protesters invaded the federal Supreme Court. Cops, pigs, pieces of shit. The fact that Lula has the gigantic copper balls to say, yeah, cops were complicit and we're going after them too. Holy no Democrat would be that based. Not even Bernie Sanders could get away with a fraction of that. Not in a million years. America is way too cop-brained. No one could. You would need like an actual like bearded, frothing at the mouth communist in office to even come close to being able to be that based on cops in America. Maybe AOC. I don't think AOC could. No, I don't think so. Is he actually in the minion bed? This is actually a live stream. He's dead. This is a live feed from the MMA house that he's in. He stopped moving. He's not breathing. There's no chat on the side because no one cares. God. Well, it looks like we've got more to talk about. Just a moment. When did I start stream today? Sorry, I think I have a debate later today, but that I was going to stream tonight, so now I guess I'll do it at 3 if I can. Okay. Macron has also given his support for Lula. God, that's nice. Okay, hold on. Bring it back. Hold up. Apparently, Andrew Tate is in the hospital. This kind of makes sense. Andrew Tate apparently exclusively drinks, like, fizzly water. His body composition could probably be knocked over by a stiff breeze.